Hey guys, welcome back. Shannon here. We got to go prepared. Stay tuned. We're going to talk about the Condor Kukuri 10-inch knife. Hey guys, welcome back. Shannon here. We got to go prepared. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to talk about the Condor, and I'm going to use a cheat sheet here. It's the Kukuri. I always mispronounce that somehow. This is the Condor Kukuri. This is a 1075 steel, high carbon steel, blast satin finish, hardwood walnut handle, made in El Salvador. Comes with this nice leather sheath. This is much like the sheath that comes on the Parang. I like this sheath. This is one sheath that I probably will keep like it is and not try to make a Kydex sheath for it. I like this leather sheath. 10-inch blade. What else can I say about it? 19.5 overall by 4.1 by 2.2 inches. Weight is 2.4 pounds. Let's see if it's got the thickness. Now I don't see the thickness on the description on here, but instead of having some cheat cards, I use a cheat smartphone to find everything on it. Let's look at it. And this is basically out of the box. I haven't tried to sharpen this or anything to do the review on this blade, but you can see the thickness, and it's full tang blade on this. Much like all the Condor blades are very nice. Every one I've ever had, the 1075 steel is just really tough, very durable, and it's a thick blade. If you remember on the Alone season 1, the gentleman who won, he had a Kukuri blade, and it's got this lower area down here that can be used, I'm thinking, for smaller tasks. And if you can do it, you could use some small tasks up here in the front, but it's also a great chopper. Now this type blade was used over, I believe, in the Middle East, and even our soldiers and British SAS troops have used this blade to take over there and do some damage. And this is designed to take a limb off, and I don't mean a tree limb, I mean a limb in a combat situation. With the handle grip widening, keeps it from sliding out of your hand. I imagine if it got a little bloody. So you got a good grip. It feels nice in the hand. I like the walnut handle. It's a good looking blade handle down here, full tang, the brass pins, and has a large hole there if you want to put a lanyard in there as well. Now it feels fairly sharp. I'm not good with all the blade edge things, but that is, I believe that's convexed. Goes down there, but I hit a stump with it a while ago, so I did get a scuff mark on it. But I haven't sharpened it or done anything else with it, so I wanted to do a couple small things with it in this video, and then I'm gonna hopefully get to do some more testing with it in the field and abuse it for a while and come back and do a kind of a follow-up with it. So behind me here I've got some sticks and stumps, so let's do some let's just do a few tasks with it. Not going to go in a lot of detail, but we'll do a few things with it and see how it does, just with the sharpness it's got. This is some seasoned wood that I've had in my wood stack, which you can't see back there. So I'll get that started and take my baton, see if we can't split off a piece of this wood. And I believe it's a piece of oak, if I'm not mistaken. Man, it is tough. It's going right through. You can see that it's and it even had a small knot it went through too. The size of that blade though is brutal. Heavy duty Heavy duty there. Bite into that wood. Let's take this log here and just do some hacks. Now for all that, I hope you could see that on that video. I wasn't looking at the viewfinder, but it took some big chunks out of that piece of log. You can see that. See if I can zoom you in. But let's take some smaller pieces of wood here and just that's carving on this piece of wood. Now this is a piece of wood. I'm not sure what kind of wood. It's got some red in it. It was an old wood umbrella I had that holds the umbrella out for a patio. And it's light, but it's got some red color, so I'm not sure if it's what kind of wood they used in that. But this little small part back here is really cutting good, so I could use that for using some small tasks. Let's see if I use the front. Now you don't want to get choked up on too high. You get the blade here, but you can get in there a little bit because you got a small. Sure, if I had a better stick, I could do some small feather sticking with it. But I'm not sure I got the right. Probably get used to holding that big of a knife, trying to do some feathering. I guess if I get used to it, I can almost feather this way, but like I said, I am not used to using this size blade to do that with. But you can sure do it with this backside. Pretty easy. But and that's heavy duty. It's a solid blade, I would say, right there. If you're wanting something, a big knife to carry that can do some small tasks as well, I think this thing's a great chopper. And I believe they retail for about in the $60–65 range. But the guy on the loan, like I said, he got through his ordeal with this. You can use this back blade for small tasks, and I'm sure when I get used to handling it a little bit better, I'll probably even get better at doing some feather sticks with this size blade. But you can, it looked like with the blade I can run it this way once I got more used to it, and could use the end and then use this for chopping. And if you need to use that for self-defense, I'm sure it would, if a wild animal or something got up on you, and that would do some serious damage with this. But we'll do some more testing, and I'll beat it up a little bit. I want to see how the edge holds up, how the blade holds up through some abuse, and then I will get back to you and let you know how that does. And if you can see in the video there is my dog. That is Winston, named after Winston Churchill. But he's trying to get in the video there, checking things out. I recommend this knife, the Condor Kukuri 10-inch blade. I like it. If you're looking for a knife like this, big, heavy, chop and do some small tasks. Of course, I would recommend having a small knife too. I do recommend this. Good price for a good solid knife from a good company. I recommend it. Check them out, and we'll get back to you with some more further testing down the road on it after I abuse it a little bit. Remember, you got to go prepared, because you just never know.